We have another CGC unboxing here. I have no idea what's in here, but you do because of the thumbnail. All right, guys, we're going to get into this box. We are going to talk books, we're going to talk keys, we're going to talk values, and we're going to talk about hitting that subscription button or that thumbs up. And of course, leave a comment down below. These books were, I don't know who they were pressed by. I'll know as soon as I open the first one because I know which books went to Erod and I know which books went to the comic book presser. So we're going to dig right into this. Down below in the description also, there are some discount codes for Whatnot, for Gemini Comic Supply, that's a good one, and Cover Price. So there we go. Those are the discount codes you have there for you. I don't think there's much, anything else really to talk about. We can get right into this. Other than these books all came in that big collection, I'm pretty sure that those videos are still coming out. Also, these books will be available at New York Comic Con. I don't know if this video is coming out after New York Comic Con, so that doesn't really help if it did. But and either way, let's just get into it. This is all silver and bronze stuff, and I can tell right away from the first book who pressed it. Okay, this was all done by the comic book presser. Erod did another batch. This is from the comic book presser. You could check out his website at thecomicbookpresser.com. Maybe I'll put his stuff in the description as well. This is Silver Surfer 4, classic Buscema cover. I have this in my PC in an 8.0. I think it's an 8.0. Yep, it's an 8.0. If this is a better grade, then I'm going to keep this in the PC. If not, you'll see it on the wall. Either way, you'll see an 8.0 on the wall at New York Comic Con. What do we have? We have an 8.0 white pages. I wonder if mine's a white pager. Please stand by. Don't go anywhere. No, mine is an off-white to white, which means I'm going to have to compare these two. Beautiful book. I'm a Thor. I collect Thor books. This is obviously a Silver Surfer, but it's just one of the most classic Thor covers. I love it. This thing has been homaged a number of times. I actually have an homage to this book at New York Comic Con. A little bit of a scuff on there that I'm not too happy about, but it still looks great, presents well. Very difficult book to get in high grade. The back is very white as well. Difficult book to get in high grade. 1969 square bound. These books are synonymous with staples punching through the covers, front or back. Also with the spines tearing because it wasn't, you know, they were glued on. The book was stapled together and then the cover was glued on, so you just see a lot of tears on the spine and the staple punctures. But this one has none of that. 8.0 is exceptional. I am disappointed in the little scuff on there, but you know, I send hundreds and hundreds, and this is, I can't get on CGC for this. I send hundreds of books out a year. Hundreds, plural. And I'm just one person. Their success rate is pretty good. And of course, everyone only hears about the failures, like, oh, this book came back cracked. This book came back with the wrong label. Of course, you're going to hear about that stuff. But no one ever hears about the ones that come back correct or right. And that's what you got to think about sometimes. Take a step back and be like, oh, CGC makes all these mistakes. If they're sending thousands of books out a day, you're bound to get a couple mistakes. So just remember the vast majority of the books being shipped out are perfectly fine and great. So, all right, let's move on. Sorry, that's a little rant, little off topic. I guess it's kind of on topic. Next up, first Mysterio, Amazing Spider-Man 13. I sent a lot of the ASM books, major ASM book keys out from this big collection. They were all probably low to mid grade, so this one looks nice. This is a nice mid grade copy. 5.5 off-white to white pages. Origin and first appearance of Mysterio. Love this. This is going to look great on the wall because I'm not only going to have the first Mysterio. I'm going to have the first Green Goblin. I'm going to have the first Electro. I'm going to have the first Kraven. Like, there's going to be a whole bunch of early ASM books on the wall. Some raw, some slabbed, which is great. First Scorpion, first Kingpin. A lot of those great books. So, all right, let's move on. Enough ranting and raving here. Ugh. I don't want to look down because I don't want to accidentally see the grade. Next up, Iron Man #1. So we've been selling a lot of the early Iron Mans on my Whatnot streams on Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern, if you can make it. And I've been saying they are exceptionally high grade, and I was not lying about any of that. That's why the same people keep coming back and buying them. I said this Iron Man 1 was the lowest grade of the first 12 issues in that run that I had purchased. This was the lowest one. And this one looks incredible. And this was the lowest grade. All right, what do we got here? 8.5 white pages. I mean, this is every bit of an 8.5. This is outstanding. Again, thecomicbookpresser.com. You could check out his stuff. This is a beautiful, gorgeous Iron Man #1. Very excited about that one. I'm excited about these grades. Actually, I'm not disappointed at any of these. An 8, an 8.5, and these are all great. These are the books I know you guys like seeing opened too. Here we go. Tomb of Dracula #1, first appearance of Dracula. I sent this in. It's my only copy. I decided to send in to get it graded. I thought it was really nice. 7.5 white pages. Yeah, this is nice. You know what else is in here? Is the first Blade. I remember this submission now. So there you go. Tomb of Dracula #1, first Dracula, 7.5 white pages. Very respectable from 1972. Very respectable. Okay, let's see if this is the Blade. Yeah, there it is. Tomb of Dracula #10. This is the first appearance of Blade. Man, this looks like a white pager. I mean, at least the back does. This is going to be a high grade. Wow, 9.0. Yeah, this is a very, 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 very nice copy of Tomb of Dracula 10. White 9.0 white pager. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get the values of these. Oh, this is something I said in a previous video, and I don't know which one came out first and which one come out. Not good. Anyway, when I send these books to the presser, whether it is Erod or the comic book presser, I don't see them after they're cleaned and pressed. I only see them before, so I don't really have a good idea of what they're going to come back as. I can assume and I can look and I can say, okay, this can be pressed out or that can be pressed out, but without seeing them in person, I really don't know. So these grades are a big surprise to me because the last time I saw this book, there were indents, there were folds, bends. Now they're coming back flat, pressed, cleaned. Also grease pen. There were grease pen on a lot of these. So yeah, it cost a lot of money to get all that work done. And it cost a lot of money to get them graded, but this is the best they're going to be. Okay, one more. I don't have the invoice. The invoice should be in here somewhere. Oh, there's the invoice. All right, this one cost me to get graded, this entire thing, $477. So I'm trying to keep all the invoices together from all the submissions because thousands of dollars this cost. All right, what do we got? Werewolf by Night, #32. This is the first appearance of Moon Knight. This is a nice high grade copy. This is as good as the Tomb of Dracula. 9.0 white pages. Awesome, beautiful. All right, so we're not quite done with this video. I do want to get the sales data, and we'll get you some values on these. All right, let's get into it, and if you guys maybe guess which one you think is most expensive as we're going through. Let's start out with the Werewolf by Night 32. This came in a 9.0, white pager, very, very nice. Price on this. Now, of course, I'm going over based on last sale, 90-day average, stuff like that. This one came in at $2,000. Yeah, very nice, very expensive. Next up, Tomb of Dracula #10. This is the first Blade. Now, I got to tell you, over the last 3 years, this price has dropped $1,000 in this grade. This one is coming in at about $1,500. 3 years ago, this thing was $2,500. Now, of course, that's all based on the movie hype, speculation. Everybody was excited, and slowly but surely, we've been... Now, I will say this for you guys who are looking, and girls who are looking into the future. This may be a good buy opportunity on that book at $1,500 for a 9.0 white pages. All we need is a good script. Mahershala Ali is already in this movie. We need a good script, a great director, and maybe you could start seeing the value of this book get back up to where it was. The fact that it's under the value of Moon Knight is a little surprising. They should be a little bit closer. They're about $500 apart. So that $2,500 in a 9.0 seemed right at the time. I mean, even if we get back 50% of that, we're at that $2,000 price point and we're lined up with Werewolf by Night 32, the Moon Knight book. Just saying, there might be a good buying opportunity right now at that price. Next up, Tomb of Dracula #1, 7.5. That was a white pager as well. That one coming in at $375. That's a great affordable key horror. I think that's a great price for that book. Next up is the Iron Man #1. This one came in at an 8.5. I don't remember, was it white pages? It was white pages. Okay, this 8.5 white pager, $1,300. Awesome. Very nice. And I think I was telling you guys earlier, I know I was, that was the lowest grade of all the Iron Mans, numbered like 1 through 12. So I am going to have, the last of those are going to be sold this Sunday at Whatnot, but I think this video is coming out well into the future. After that, we go to the Amazing Spider-Man 13. That's the first Mysterio. That was a 5.5 off-white to white pages. That 5.5 coming in at $1,200. Not bad. And the Silver Surfer 4.80 coming in at $1,200 as well. That was a white pager. I think I'm keeping that one. So that's going to stay in the PC. What I'm doing right now is quickly giving you the total on this submission. $6,495. So about a $6,500 submission here. Very nice. Those grades were impeccable. I forgot, what did I say earlier? The price was to get these graded, like $400, something like that. I don't remember. I got a whole bunch of invoices. Not this one. Was it this one? Yeah, this one. $477 to get all this graded, and the pressing I think was around the same. So that's it. That's for this, guys. Thank you so much. We have more CGC unboxings. We have more from this collection. I'm going to do my best to get content from New York Comic Con. And as always, keep it comics.